What the fuck you eat? Alright, man, so I'm about to try Smokin Barrel. God, it smells so good in here. Alright, y'all, it's only right we show you the prices. I mean, this food looks delicious. Chili brisket, potato salad, turkey, sausage ribs, the sides and the sauce.
So when I'm eating barbecue, I'm looking for flavor of the meat. I'm looking for a great smoke flavor from the wood. I'm not looking for a barbecue sauce taste. Because barbecue sauce, you can put it on anything and eat barbecue sauce. That is not what I'm looking for. What I'm looking for is the pitmaster who cooked those ribs or that brisket, whether they were good enough to get that flavor of all that smoke into the meat and still keep it juicy. So we can start with the sides. The potato salad, I'm not a potato salad fan, but that potato salad was probably some of the best potato salad I've eaten.
I agree, 100%.
It's excellent. I'd probably give it a 9.5 or 10 out of 10 because I'm not a big potato salad guy, but that was excellent.
Delicious. It was.
I would order it again.
Me too.
The brisket, what do you think about the brisket chili?
It was terrible.
Yeah.
It was.
So the brisket chili was trash to me.
Okay.
It's a bunch of grease in there, and there's really no chili flavor, and it tastes like old dried out brisket that they threw in there.
Yes.
So it's, I probably
I don't know why they call it chili. They should have called it brisket oil.
I mean chili because they've added the chili spices and the brisket oil is more like what describes it. But yeah, that doesn't taste like chili. Going to the meats, we'll start out with the worst and then go to the best.
Okay.
I'd probably say the pulled pork. I'd probably give it a 1 out of a 10. It's some of the worst pulled pork I've ever eaten. There's no smoke flavor in it. It's dry. And there's no texture to it either.
I
So,
agree.
like when you have pulled pork, right? They're smoking the whole pork butt. The outside gets charred, has a crust to it. So when you get pulled pork, there's usually pieces of the outside like this piece over here. But
there's not many pieces like that.
But most of it is just the.
Ugh. They don't even look appealing.
There's no smoke on this. Like look at it. There's no smoke ring, nothing anyway. So that's why there's no smoke flavor in this pulled pork. I had to put some sauce on it
Just
to
to
make
give
it
it flavor.
edible. I would never order that pulled pork again. The next I would say was the sausage. Like I love
Jalapeno sausage?
the jalapeno cheddar sausages. This is too spicy for me. But maybe that's just my personal preference. I don't know if you've tried the Sam's Club jalapeno cheddar sausage.
I have.
That is the perfect spice level for me. I love that sausage. This stuff, I couldn't really finish it. It's just too spicy for me. So it's not saying that it's not a good sausage, it's just too spicy for me. So I'd probably give it a 5 out of a 10. Other people might like it.
I mean, you can fail at jalapeno for sure.
The turkey I thought was pretty good. It was moist. It was tender. It was once again lacking in smoke flavor. Like there's barely any smoke. Like I can't even see a smoke ring on that turkey. So like it's good. Like I would make a sandwich out of it, but like you're paying $26 a pound for that turkey. You know,
Yeah. It should be top tier.
You can buy sliced deli turkey for
That's what it
$6 a
tastes like.
pound, and it'd be the same. So the
That's what it
turkey
tastes
was
like to me.
Turkey was okay to me. It didn't have the smoke flavor that I would expect from a barbecue restaurant.
Mm-hmm.
So for me, it's a 5 out of 10. The brisket. Let's go to the ribs next.
Yeah.
The ribs, once again, they were tender. I like that they weren't like falling off the bone, where they have a little bite to them. Because for me, falling off the bone is just overcooked
Yeah, I agree.
ribs.
I agree.
So these ribs were cooked pretty well, but once again, if you look at it, there's almost no smoke ring to this.
I noticed that too.
I feel like they really missed the spot on the smoke, which is barbecue. You go in there for the meat that's cooked low and slow, and you're looking for that smoke flavor, whether it's hickory, oak, cherry, whatever you're cooking. So I feel like they did a terrible job on the smoke part. There's like no smoke ring on this.
Let's speak on the meat on it. There's not a lot of meat. Also, there's not a
I mean,
lot of
it
meat.
could just be like which part of the slab you got, you know?
Yeah.
Maybe it was towards the lower end where it's skinnier.
That rib right there looks like it's a more meatier rib as well. Yes, that one.
I mean,
look the
not
same.
really.
Yeah.
It looks like about the same. Once again, there's like barely any smoke ring, barely a smoke ring on the outside. So I think that's like a really poor job of smoking that meat. The brisket was pretty tasty. By the way, the ribs, I'd probably give it a 5 out of 10 for the ribs. I probably wouldn't order them again. So I probably wouldn't order
From here again.
the pulled pork. I would definitely not order again. The sausage is too spicy for me. I wouldn't order that again. The turkey is okay.
It's deli turkey.
Is okay. I might order it if I ordered something that was a 2-meat plate and I had to order something else. But if I was just going to order it for myself, I'd probably just order the brisket. But the brisket is tender.
It's spot on.
It tastes good, but it's not spot on. There is, once again, it's lacking in smoke. There's barely any smoke ring on this. There's like a char on the outside, but this brown is not smoke ring.
Yeah.
There's hardly any smoke flavor in this brisket. So I don't know.
All right, so that was Savio's opinion. Now I'm gonna start with the potato salad. For me, 10 out of 10, hands down. I loved it actually. I haven't had potato salad that tasted that good in a long time. The brisket chili. It was literally brisket just sitting in oil. It tasted like, it didn't even have flavor to it. For me, it tasted like oil. I was hoping it had some beans in there or even some onions. It just don't taste like chili. It tastes like brisket and oil. What's next? The ribs. The ribs for me, I told Savio when we was eating it, there's no meat on the bone. I get you were saying that it could be a certain slab part of it. But for me, I like my ribs to be a little bit more meaty. I will say this, the dry rub was decent on it. And like you said, the bite, which I don't even really think about it, but texture is everything when it comes to barbecue. The bite is there, and I don't want my meat to fall off to where I have to pick it up off the plate. I want to actually bite it and chew it. So they did a good job for me on the ribs, but the ribs didn't have enough meat. The sausage tasted like a boring sausage for me. It was super spicy, but it tasted boring. It didn't have like you know how when you eat a sausage that's grilled or smoked, you want it to like have a pop.
Right.
You want it to make that sound when you bite into it.
Right.
It didn't have any of that. It just tasted like a hot dog at that point that had jalapenos for me.
Yeah.
And then as far as in the brisket was tender, juicy. It didn't taste as smoky as I like it to. I had to put barbecue sauce on it to add more flavor to it. The turkey, I'm appalled actually that I ain't gonna lie, I'm appalled that they're selling that as barbecue, because like you said, that tasted like I could have got that at Walmart deli section. And as far as the pulled pork, never been a fan of pulled pork. I hate pulled pork actually, but that is the most blandest pulled pork I've ever tried, respectfully. It doesn't have flavor to it. It looks.
It just looks sad.
It looks, it looks depressed. That's the most depressed meat I've seen in a long time. But as far as the idea is there, like they had everything that you need as far as in what's to purchase. But for me, that was my fear going there, because for me, and like I said, this has nothing to do with race or anything like that. It's also area. I noticed that in certain areas, like if we go to Texas, we're gonna get a different type of barbecue. That's just the way it is. This tasted like Omaha barbecue.
I disagree with that. I think there's plenty of good barbecue restaurants in Omaha. Next time we do a review, we'll have to do Jay's Smokehouse. Jay's Smokehouse on 96th and L is some of the best barbecue I've had in Omaha. We'll just do a review of that place next. But this place, I feel like Omaha has plenty of great food. There's plenty of restaurants in Omaha, barbecue places in Omaha that serve good barbecue.
I didn't mean it that way. I was saying like for me, and again, this is gonna come off as I'm targeting an area. The further out west you go, the blander the food is for me.
Yeah,
like,
I don't think so.
We gotta try Rip Haven.
Up here on 142nd and I'm not talking about barbecue. I'm talking about Mexican restaurant prices. Coming out
that's
west.
exactly what I was saying. But I want to make sure that we speak on the customer service is amazing. Actually,
Yeah,
the people were super nice.
I don't think it was amazing. I think it was what it should be. I think we've gotten to a place where customer service is
So
just
shitty.
forgotten art.
Yeah.
You walk into a restaurant and you go to pick up your food and they expect you to give them a tip. Tipping is for servers, for delivery drivers, for a service that you're receiving. When you're going into a restaurant or even pulling up in a drive-thru and picking up your food, that is not a tip job.
Yeah, facts.
So it kind of frustrates me when they give you a receipt for you to fill out with a tip section in it. It's a carry-out order.
Yeah, it shouldn't even be a
You know?
No, you're not wrong. But all right, so on a scale of 1 to 10, what do you think the customer service was?
Oh, I mean, I would give it an 8.
Okay.
Like, for me, the way the restaurant is set up, they have the entrance by all the tables. You come in, then you have to turn right, and then you're going down the area where the food is made, and then
Like
the
a lunch
register.
bar.
It doesn't make sense to me. For me, what would have made sense is your door to be, you enter the door, and there's the register, you pay for order your food, and then go down and get it. I mean, this way you order your food and then you pay for it later, which also makes sense, but the location of the door doesn't make sense because the door is to the left, the counter is all the way to the right. So if I was opening a restaurant, I would have the door by the counter so people are not walking in where I'm eating.
This is the businessman in you talking.
Well,
I'm saying the average person, when you walk in, I kind of liked it, the setup, the lunch line setup, how they had people chopping up the meats, they had the chili brisket available.
I mean,
kind of like, it was like Subway.
That's
to me.
any barbecue place. That's,
A lunch line? No, that was the first time I ever seen that.
well, that's,
Besides in Subway or like deli places.
well, your barbecue place, you're gonna have stations. So it depends on how the restaurant is set up, whether it's up front like this one, or whether it's behind where you can't really see it. But that's how it's going to be, different stations for different items. You'll have a cold station, a hot station. So condiments, all that separate.
Well, I
but
thought-
overall, the restaurant experience going there, coming out, I'd probably give it a 8 out of a 10, which is high
I
for
thought
me.
it was extremely clean.
For me, oh yeah,
was
but
extremely
that's what's
clean.
expected. That should be expected for a restaurant to be extremely clean. If it's not extremely clean, if it's even filthy, you don't want to go back.
But that's all right. So that's, I'm glad you said that. That's what I was trying to explain without making it sound like, for me, when I go into a barbecue restaurant, I kind of want the dirty feeling.
Oh, I'm never going back.
I think, okay, so for me,
Why would you want a dirty restaurant?
one of the best barbecue restaurants I've ever went to is LC's,
Okay.
and you gotta. I like the barbecue spot to look like they're too busy smoking the food. They like, you could damn near lick food off that floor. It was so clean. It didn't give me barbecue vibes.
Well, you gotta keep in mind, we went there at 11:30, they
Yeah,
open
yeah.
at 11, so
Give it time.
maybe at 8:30 at night, it
It'll
looks
change.
like there was homeless people living in
Yeah, that's
you
what I
know?
want. I want that.
So, I don't know, but I guess I see what you're saying. You want it to
Look
be a
like-
place that looks like it's, people are eating at. Yeah, and you wanna go to a place that's busy, because that tells you that they make good food, otherwise people wouldn't be coming there.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
if you go to a barbecue restaurant and there's 2 people in there at 6 o'clock on a Friday, that's not the place you wanna be at. So, yeah, again, like, you want a place where that's happening, that gets a lot of foot traffic. That means a lot of people are going there for one reason, the food's good. So, yeah, in that regard, for me, it's still an 8. For me, it would have to be my food's ready as soon as I walk in, because I said 11:30.
Yeah, yeah, and
I'm
you have to wait.
there,
You have
and
to
then
wait.
I have to wait for, so in that regard, you know, it's, maybe it's a little higher standard of expectation, but I'm just saying, in a perfect world, that's what I would want, so I would give it an 8 out of a 10 for like customer service and experience walking in there. It was a friendly place, felt inviting, great place.
I did like how they were nice to people. I did like how clean the restaurant was. But in that same aspect, that's what I'm saying about like, like the barbecue almost tastes like the restaurant looked. You understand what I'm saying? Like the grill was clean.
lacking flavor.
The grill was clean,
Right.
and that's kind of what I was trying to say without making it sound like certain areas. But I also feel like when I go to like Kansas City, like I was explaining, when I go to Kansas City, I go to LC's, but you gotta lock your car doors.
Okay.
You know, you might have to help them sweep the floor in there.
Yeah.
I don't know. I think barbecue spots, they have a certain visual with it. And for me, when I went into that barbecue spot, as nice as it looked, the food tasted like the store looked.
So I've been to Kansas City,
Uh-huh.
to a couple barbecue places in Kansas City, and I'm not 100% sure on the names because this was like 10 years ago, but I think Gates was one of them.
Gates is clean.
Which was pretty good. I like the barbecue over there. The barbecue I had over there, even though I'm more like a Texas style barbecue guy, the Kansas City barbecue, they smoke it and they serve the sauce on the side if you want the sauce on the side. So that's how I got mine, and the ribs were delicious, the brisket was delicious. So it just depends on, like, I think any location, any city probably has good food. It just depends on on the restaurant itself.
Yeah.
You know?
Can you say, I'm just asking you this question now on some personal stuff. Can you say that Kansas City is like a culture of barbecue?
No.
That's basically what I
Well,
was
I
saying.
mean, that's a type of barbecue. Like, there's all different types of barbecue, right? There's Texas style, there's Carolina style.
Yeah.
That's like a little more vinegary.
Carolina style is spicy though, right? I don't know. I would
It
assume.
depends on which Carolina.
Okay.
North Carolina or South Carolina.
Okay.
So, but generally Carolina style barbecue is more of a vinegary style sauce with it.
Okay.
But so it changes by region on what style.
So
you
if it's
know?
all right, so I'm trying to say it in the politest way possible. So if it could change by region in other cities,
Yeah.
can it change by region in your actual city? Because to me, I'm telling you, we have to
Also,
go.
we don't have a barbecue history, right? We don't have, like, Omaha is not known for smoking meats like Kansas City
But
and Texas.
we have certain pillars in the community that is, I'm telling you, we had Skeets, it don't exist anymore. But Rib Haven.
What the
Right, I'm
fuck?
not saying there's no good barbecue restaurants
Yeah.
over here. There's delicious barbecue restaurants over here. I'm just saying we don't have that tradition of smoking meats for hundreds of years, like Texas, Carolina, Kansas City. So we don't have a tradition of Texas style barbecue. We don't have a tradition of Omaha style. There's no Omaha style barbecue.
But there's barbecue in Omaha that has a certain style. I think you're missing, is going over your head.
Okay.
So there's barbecue restaurants in Omaha that has a authentic taste to it.
Okay, so
that's
the
what I was saying.
authentic taste to it, to me, it would fall in one of those categories like Texas style,
Yeah, facts.
Kansas City,
That's what I was
Carolina. So it's one of those. So it's like, it's not a Omaha style.
Okay,
To me,
okay.
that's
Okay, I know
one
what
of
you're
those
saying.
styles. Like if you say you're cooking Chinese food, but it's Omaha style Chinese food,
saying. That's the point I'm trying
it's
to.
still Chinese food.
All right, but I would rather a Chinese man make my Chinese food. That's what I'm trying to. But I'm saying, like, for me,
I mean, I don't think I've ever eaten Chinese food made by a Chinese man.
shit.
Who made your food? That's
Chinese people?
It's all Mexican people working in those restaurants.
But we gotta cut the. Hey, this is Savio. I want, because we can have this conversation off camera, but I want to make sure we
Okay.
keep it. This is. We'll holler at y'all. Thank you for coming.
What the fuck? You eat